Hi everyone, welcome back to a cottage renovation. Yep, we're doing a cottage renovation video today after that epic transformation of the pigsty to a chicken chateau. We're now working back in the cottage. So we're going to be working on this section here on the floor. Now it's a little bit trickier this side than it is this side, and let me explain why. Now these tiles are slightly different to the ones that I've got that side from Ryan. They were painted. These are not painted, these are in their raw state. Okay, let's get the preparation done, cleaned off, mix going, and see how we go. And we may even check in on our feathered neighbours. Noisy neighbours. And from nowhere it's pouring down. Yep, seems to be the theme lately. What can you do about the weather? Well, I've got my sand. Always use a mask when you're dealing with the lime. Yep, as predicted, sunshine now. Now it's especially important when you're mixing up lime that you get the water quality, quantity all correct. What I normally do is don't over add the water at the beginning, give it a good mix, let it stand for about 15-20 minutes, come back, give it another good mix, and then slightly adjust the water then. It really is about getting the mix right, as well as anything else. So I'm going to use not a really wet mix for this because, as we mentioned, the tiles are quite porous. Neat with the joints and keep the mess to the face of that terracotta tile to a minimum. Yep, the sun is out. We're dancing between showers. And use an electric mixer when possible. Especially when you've got sore arms. Just starting to get close to where we need it to be. Let that sit and then we'll come back to it and see whether it's firm enough. So whilst the lime is setting up, let's go and let's go and check in on the chickens. Yeah, it's been really nice having these chickens. You know, we keep coming over and checking on them. They're fine. Nice excuse to have a break, eh? Hello. Any eggs yet? Oh, we got one of them using the dust bath. That's good. Let's put the catch on so they don't all fly out. Oh, there comes the rain again. Nice and dry in here. Yep. So cockerel standing guard. Okay. Have we got any eggs? Well, it looks like they've been fluffing it about a bit. Oh, in they go. Bang on cue. Go on, get some eggs going. Yeah, I think we could have some eggs soon by the looks of it. We're getting comfortable. You come to check out, see what I'm doing. It's so surprisingly relaxing. I mean, we've had chickens before, but never really this kind of structure where we could come in and maybe sit down for a little while. it was an open coop outside. This one's, you know, basically just a little building. And yeah, I think we'll sort some seats out, or have some seats we can bring in, just sit down, have a little break, keep an eye on them. Yeah, just get them tame. Yeah. Lovely. Right, let's get back to that mix. Weather. Be back for the eggs later. Yeah. Weather. Get poured down just in that short space of time. Really, it's hard to plan anything. Right, another mix. Now just agitate it down. It's important that you work it down, strike it down. I mean, if I'm going to get lime over any side, it'll be this side, because this will just clean off. It's slightly high there, so that's okay. Rightly this year. It hadn't set and I started walking on it, so we'll just add this one in a bit. Yeah, it doesn't take long to figure out whether or not it's too dry. And what I'm trying to do is just get the majority of the water in the joint. Even wetting that side will help. Well, it's certainly not going as easy as I want it to be. Sometimes you come up against these challenges. Yeah, I mean, it cleans off easy enough, even though the tile is unglazed. So yeah, we can just do a final buff over with a wire brush. You know, even if we overload the joint on purpose, just strike it in and all that excess. Still not getting that much on the face of the tile. It's more important to get the right amount in so you can strike the joint nicely. Sometimes even agitate it and then go again. Be surprised how much disappears. You can use a pointing tool or a bit of hose pipe, depends on the joint size. Now the paintbrush is great for feathering into old existing work, but you will need to just clean up the face with that wire brush. I personally prefer to use a paintbrush, slightly wet, to get it right in those joints. Any cracks or anything, it kind of makes a bit of a slurry, then fills that in. And it's not until once you start cleaning them that they start to look like they've always been down. Now, I've tried this area here, just with a sponge, sort of softening off the edges. And it seems to be working. The remaining bits can be just buffed off with that wire brush. And I'm okay with that finish. So when you compare that area there that hasn't been wiped in yet, and you work your way over here, it looks much sort of softer and more weathered in, doesn't it? You know, it's just a bit of patience and a sponge wiped across it. Let's sort this area out now. Now this looks not that good, to be honest with you. Once you start smoothing it off, cleaning the soil, well, you know, it looks like it's always been there. Now it's vitally important that we keep it damped down, just so the curing process can take place slowly and not dry out too quickly. It sure sounds like our first egg being laid. Well, that is it for me on this video. It's good to be back in the cottage. I'm so glad I've done the chicken coop project, but equally I want to get back into this. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.